Republic of Turkey's unique geography between Europe and the Middle East makes it the bridge between two very different worlds. As a result, Turkey has struggled from its inception with navigating between the two regions and maintaining sufficient relations with the two worlds at its borders. On July 24, 1923, the final treaty to conclude World War I was signed into effect. This treaty, known as the Treaty of Lausanne, not only ended a period of tremendous violence and loss, but it also cemented borders within Europe. Through the treaty, the remnants of the long-ruling Ottoman Empire were completely dissolved, and from its ashes emerged a new nation, the Republic of Turkey. In addition to the redefinition of Turkey's new borders and the establishment of the city of Ankara as the capital of the nation, the treaty also resulted in a compulsory exchange of populations. Approximately 1.3 million Greeks were forced out of Turkey, and 400,000 Turks were repatriated. On October 29, 1923, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, famously known as the Father of the Turks, took office as the first president of Turkey following the proclamation of the Republic. Over the next century, under the rule of Ataturk and his successors, Turkey would attempt to align itself with the larger European identity that would further cement the Turkish national identity. In order to build a legitimate and powerful presence in the world for his nation, Ataturk looked to the West for inspiration. Prior to his presidency, a caliphate had ruled Turkey. The caliphate was a monarchy in which the ruler, or caliph, was considered an absolute monarch over a united Islamic world. Ataturk, inspired by the Western system of government, abolished the caliphate and all similar theological institutions, such as courts and schools, in order to modernize and effectively westernize Turkey. In 1923, Turkey adopted the Gregorian calendar in place of the Islamic calendar, and the day of rest was changed from Friday to Saturday. In 1925, the fez was banned, and the West style of hat was made obligatory. In 1926, Swiss civil law was introduced and adapted to the conditions and needs of the country. In 1928, the Latin alphabet was adopted and replaced the Arabic alphabet. In addition, Turkey was officially declared as a secular state. Ataturk also mandated that the call to prayer be in Turkish rather than Arabic, and headscarves were prohibited in the public sector. Following its death in 1938, Ataturk's Prime Minister, İsmet İnönü, succeeded him as president. During his leadership, Ataturk had established a single-party political system known as the Republican People's Party of Ataturk, or RPP, which continued under President İnönü. In 1950, the Republic held open elections for the first time and experimented with multi-party politics. One such party was the Democratic Party, or DP. The exchange of power was peaceful. However, over the span of the next 50 years, Turkish democracy was tested by a number of military coups. As time progressed, the Turkish government shifted away from the neutralist policies of Ataturk. In 1952, Turkey joined NATO, and it sought to further integrate itself with the rest of Europe through its association agreement, also known as the Ankara Agreement, with the European Economic Community, or EEC, in 1963. The agreement stated the basic objectives in the relations between Turkey and the rest of the community. The agreement was meant to strengthen and balance trade and economic regulation. Since the Ankara Agreement, Turkey has been eagerly awaiting official recognition and acceptance from the rest of Europe as another European state. Today, the Republic of Turkey is a nation home to over 81 million people, a large and diverse population in which between 70 and 75% of the population is Turkish, 18% is ethnically Kurdish, and between 7 and 12% of other ethnic minorities make up the rest of the population. In 1987, Turkey applied to join the European Union, then known as the European Economic Community. A decade later, the nation was declared eligible to join. However, accession talks were not held until 2005. In 2014, Turkey's EU status remains as a candidate. Turkey and other proponents to its accession into the EU see many benefits of Turkey's membership that will better the Republic as well as the rest of the Union. The possible dangers of Turkish membership, however, seem to loom large for its opponents. The arguments for and against Turkish accessions are divided into four categories: geography, politics, economics, and as one category, history, culture, religion. The arguments in favor of Turkish accession are the following. Turkey acts as a bridge between Europe and Asia, and it would add to European security with its strength as NATO's second largest army. Secondly, Turkey has met the political criteria through its democratic government. It is also a strong and loyal NATO ally. To reject it would bring some unfavorable consequences. Thirdly, the Turkish economy is thriving. As a new member, it would add millions of consumers to the single market. And last, reaching out to this predominantly Muslim country would reflect well on the rest of Europe, showing that the continent is welcoming to the Islamic world. The opposing arguments, which have delayed Turkish accession for decades, are the following. Turkey is not a European country. The majority of its territory lies in Asia, and the unstable Arab countries at Turkey's borders would cause concern and disruption to the EU if they were to be on EU borders. Also, the Turkish population is predicted to reach 91 million by 2050. If so, it will be the dominant power of the EU. Turkey is not a mature European-style democracy. There are persistent human rights abuses, and the EU is overwhelmingly opposed. Thirdly, while the economy is presently thriving, Turkey is still an underdeveloped economy. Wealth is unequally spread, meaning that many poor immigrants would head west, adding to the estimated 9 million Turks already living in the EU. Turkey's history and cultural roots lie in Central Asia and the Middle East. Also, as an overwhelmingly Muslim nation, the culture is fundamentally different from that of Christian Europe. While Turkey and the EU question Turkey's greater regional identity, there's a strong debate within the republic's borders concerning national identity. In 2012, Basra University conducted a survey gauging Turkish national pride. For the most part, citizens are proud to call themselves Turkish. In central Turkey, 88% of the population is proud of its national identity. In the regions immediately surrounding central Turkey, the values range between 71 and 80%. In this map, the area that sticks out as having the least national pride is the southeast, which is predominantly ethnically Kurdish. Turkey has had a long-standing dispute with its Kurdish population, which, although Muslim like the other 99.8% of the population, speaks its own Kurdish language.
Milyonların şahitliğinde diyorum.
Abi çekil önümden, abi çekil önümden. Abi çekil, çekil.
The recent rise of Islamism within the Arab world and within Turkey's borders has left the secular nation deeply perturbed and confused about what actions it should take. As Islamism continues to rise within Turkey, and the EU continuously fails to recognize Turkey as European, only time will tell what becomes of Turkey, a nation with its primary identity defined by what is directly within its borders.